Starting to pop out, so temperatures now up to 87, probably in the 90s here soon. 101 forecast night today. We brought that down a little bit because this cloud cover has been stubborn, and we'll take it. 100 Friday, 100 Saturday, some morning clouds both those days as well, with some gusty winds in the afternoon. Still, though, triple digits across the board. Maybe a little bit of hope for some rain next week, guys.
Keep the clouds coming, I say.
At least there's hope. Yeah. And did you see the size of that? It looked like a pizza.
It did.
That tortilla?
Uh-huh.
Man, you can put a lot of burrito in that thing.
Well, they did.
They got it loaded up.
5 pounds worth. Looked like.
SA Live starts right
Now.
Today on SA Live, we sip on fresh squeezed lemonades that are perfect for cooling you off this summer.
This restaurant is known for their Mexican seafood, but wait until you try their drinks for their tropical nights. Menu is a Thirsty Thursday.
Plus, he is a young local actor that won the Jimmy Award for National High School Musical Theater Best Actor in the Country. And we're going to chat with him about his journey to success.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Dave said it looked like a pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, a pie crust, something like that.
Wow.
Look at how big this thing is.
Yes, happy burrito biting Thursday. Look at that. It's huge.
It's even big enough to hide my fat head behind, so watch your script. I'm going to put that down right there because we're going to be studying that. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Osterhage.
I'm Jen Tobias-Chesky. We're having fun today. Lots of food, right?
Yep. All right. And our first guest is known for the home of the Cali burrito. They simply call it stuffed. That's how you're going to feel after you eat one of these things. Specialized in burritos and anything delicious leaving stuffed is their motto.
Yes, joining us now, Dimitri Karambakis, owner of Stuffed. Such a fitting name, by the way.
Yes.
Right? Welcome.
Thank you.
So where did you come up with the idea to have a 2-pound breakfast burrito?
Well, I mean, this is just, it's a product of two friends sitting around having some beers, talking about doing this for 100 times and ended up happening. So the pandemic hit, we had some extra time and we decided to get a couple grills, test it out at some bars. And here we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you use, I mean, for the breakfast burrito, obviously some scrambled eggs and then some really, really good steak, right?
And it doesn't look like that when we pour it in the burrito. That's it. That's it.
No.
Everything's made from scratch.
Okay.
We scramble eggs, and that's a carne asada steak. It's choice, certified Angus beef, really good steak. The Cali Sunrise that we're making today actually has 5 ounces of post-cooked weight, so you get your money's worth in there.
Wow, and you said this was something that was missing from San Antonio, right? So you wanted to bring that here.
Yeah, there's not much. I've lived here for 14 years. There's not much missing in San Antonio, okay?
True.
And this is probably the only thing. I missed burritos. Lived here for like 14, 15 years, but again, no burrito joints outside of the chains.
Right,
Chipotle,
right.
Freebirds.
By the way, we're throwing tater tots on top of it as well. And you can't have a good breakfast burrito without cheese.
You can't have good anything without cheese.
Well, that's true. That's true. So, and like
how
you
I
said,
live my life right there. Yes.
anything tastes better in a big tortilla.
So he's working on that, but you have quite the variety, right, to choose from. A little bit of everything you mentioned, from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah, so what we're doing, we're showcasing our breakfast burritos right now. We've got a couple new ones that we're rolling out this weekend, actually. We got the corned beef hash burrito. We also got a French toast burrito.
Wait, what? Where's that? This
Right there in the middle is the French toast burrito.
That's the French toast burrito?
Yeah.
No, we're over here with the powdered sugar.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I'm sorry. So do I put more in there?
You put more, yeah.
More, okay.
A little more.
A little more egg.
So
and a few more tots.
And a few more tots, okay. Yeah. All right. Good luck, Jen, wrapping that baby up there.
Here we go. Put me to work here.
So what we do is, we brought some Cali classics here. You're on the right track.
Look
you got this. Tuck in, commit. You got to commit.
There it is. Go for it. Okay.
All right, that's it.
Burger.
All right.
I got a huge improvement.
Look at that.
Yeah.
But we want to put it in perspective here,
so we
right?
want to put it in perspective.
Okay, so let me move my big old burrito over.
Because we're asking, what would you rather have, the 5 or the 1? So we have 1.
You so kindly brought the tacos
2
to put this in perspective, because you took
3.
2 pounds worth?
So a burrito is really just, it's an efficient taco, okay? So you roll it all up. Like, see, if you could drive to work with a burrito in your hand. You could watch Netflix while eating a burrito in your hand.
It just
Taco makes it a little harder. So
right,
yeah, there's no breaks to the seam most of the time. I haven't inspected your burrito yet. Okay.
And there you have it.
And once again, there is
proven.
5 breakfast burritos versus their one.
Yes, with tortillas in that one
With
too. I just want
tortillas
to
in
throw
this
that
one.
out there.
Mind you.
As,
Yes.
as well. So,
Wow.
And that thing weighs about 2 pounds. So, do
Yeah.
people? I mean, like, just one person eat all that, or is that
There
for
are
a
some.
family?
They do exist out there. They could take it down,
Yeah.
but most people, I mean, they hold really good for later. And actually, like I was saying, the biggest we don't get too many complaints. We got great reviews, but the complaint is sometimes they're too big. So what we are going to be doing, we're going to be rolling out a smaller version, not too small, it's still going to be stuffed up, smaller version of the breakfast, and then that way you'll have options. But like I said, they hold up great, so you could eat it later. A lot of people do that. They get half for breakfast, they have half for
Share.
lunch.
Right, you can
Yeah.
also share. So did we go down the line here? I know you showed the French, what is this, the French toast one?
Yes, no, this is the, hold on, let me take a little peek here. This is the French toast burrito. This is the Cali
What's in that,
Sunrise.
though?
French
Okay.
toast burrito, it's got French toast, syrup, egg,
Ooh.
sausage.
So it's everything on the plate, just wrapped up in a burrito.
It's the
like you
Grand
said,
Slam
a
burrito
tortilla.
right there. Cali Sunrise, that's the original one we started with when we were doing pop-ups. It's got good, again, carne asada, Angus beef steak, cheese, tots, egg. And all these, the rest of these will have our house sauce. We got the chorizo. Everybody loves chorizo, no matter where
Ooh,
you're from.
yes.
So chorizo, egg, cheese, house sauce, and then at the end right there, I'm excited about that one. It's my newest creation. That's the hash brown with corned beef, egg, cheese, and our house sauce.
Heavens to
So-
Betsy. Okay. So what about
Nice.
the lunch and look at how good Jen did with that. You're
I tried,
You're going to
you
be
know.
hired. So what about the lunch and dinner burritos?
Lunch and dinner burritos, we say you got to commit. We're keeping them big for now, but we will have some options there. And we do have, our full bar is coming soon. In the meantime, we have mimosas, we're going to have Bloody Marys, micheladas, and we got draft beer, draft and bottled beer.
And where are you located? So people know where to
We're
find
off
you.
410 on Summit and Everest Parkway.
Perfect.
And right next to the Heroes and Fantasies.
Okay, perfect.
And if you go on our website, www.eatatstuff.com, sign up for our VIP, and it'll send you a free queso too, a free stuffed queso.
Oh wow.
That's
okay.
right.
so sweet.
Half of this is a meal. So yeah, if you can eat this whole thing, you gotta have a contest. You know who can eat the quickest. So
We have a contest.
Oh, they do?
Actually, we got there's bigger burritos out there.
Okay.
The Dos Manos Challenge. It's the current record, 12 minutes 8 seconds by Jesse Justice. If you beat that record, you get it for free.
Okay.
And we'll probably put your picture up on the wall
We'll
or
sign
something.
Mike up for
that's
that.
the next segment.
All right,
Yeah.
for more information on stuff, head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we have provided a link. You can also scan the QR code on your screen. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
Appreciate
Well,
you.
a good breakfast burrito like this is something everybody loves, and it is healthy. There's all the different food groups in here. But what about junk food?
Yeah.
Just the stuff that you gotta have.
Your go-to, yes, and maybe you don't eat it all the time, but today is National Junk Food Day, so we want to know what is your favorite, right?
How about you?
Oh, I know Texas is known for Funyuns. Apparently, our producer
Okay.
John provided that. I like Funyuns. Wait, let me think. I'm going to keep thinking. Go ahead.
Okay, I like kettle cooked chips. Cape Cod specifically,
Okay.
that brand, kettle cooked
Yeah.
potato chips
Okay.
with just the salt. I could devour a
Do
bag of
goldfish
those.
count? Goldfish?
Yeah, that's junk
'Cause
food. I guess. I don't know.
I'm a little addicted to those. Okay,
They're
that's
good,
mine. Let us know. Those Cape Cod are good. All right, sorry. Yes, producer in our ear. Yes, we got you. We're moving on now. It is time for some lemonade.
Yeah, from burritos for brunch to washing it down with some refreshing lemonades that are going to cool you off.
That's right. We take you to the newest spot for some refreshing drinks and healthy bites as well. Take a look. Yes, we're here at Wow Wow Lemonade in Chavano Park. They have their new location open this month. So excited. I'm here with Desiree Cuellar, and it's much more than just lemonade, right? I love that.
Yeah, so I mean, amongst all of our, handcrafted lemonades, we also offer acai bowls, smoothies, flatbreads, grain toast. We even have our own Kona coffee that we use as our cold brew, so we do offer cold brew here as well. So yeah, so today we have 2 of our acai bowls. They're probably 2 of our most popular acai bowls. This is our original that we'll be topping, and then also our pitaya. And so most people don't know that pitaya is actually dragon fruit, so that's where we get the pretty pink color from.
So pretty.
it's always refreshing, super light, still filling, but it's on the lighter side, so it's always a nice switch.
Well, so you see the place from the outside, you may not realize, but you have a lot of healthy options, right?
And so for the most part, we try to make as many of our menu items in-house. So I mean, all of our acai bowls, we portion out all of the frozen fruit, so we make everything to order. Between our avocado toast, we mash avocados fresh on the spot, So it's not something that's like pre-batched or pre-made. So it does take a couple extra minutes versus going through the drive-thru somewhere else, you know, but I think a lot of people can appreciate the fast and, you know, kind of healthier aspect to having fast food fresh.
Yes, and they are busy, so let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on these. Tell me what to do.
Alrighty, so with the bataya, it's just gonna be strawberries, pineapple, and blueberries. So you can always start with the pineapples, and the way we do it is we try to like cuddle around the blueberries. We like to make like a little bed around it with the strawberries and the pineapples, and then we kind of just top it with the blueberries in the center. So if you want to grab the blueberries, you can drop those guys right in the center, like a little bullseye. Just like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna salt bait with the coconut chips just right on top.
So pretty.
Yeah, and so then the only other thing that goes on top of that guy would be some honey if you like honey. Some people opt to not have honey. Our menu does try to cater to some vegan and vegetarians, and so our honey is natural honey. We don't carry agave, but it's in the works. But yeah, so a lot of people love to add honey on top just because they like to be a little bit extra sweeter. With our original, we always top it with some bananas instead of pineapples. Oops, grab that guy out. And it's a very similar thing to where we make a little bed in the center just for our blueberries. So we have the banana there. We're gonna get some strawberries.
And this is like a meal, really, right?
Oh yeah, it really is. I mean, there's people that come in here and they grab it on their way to work. They grab it on their way to swim meets. We have a lot of athletes that come in on their way to and from practice. And so it's really nice to see like how many people just love having fresh, you know, really it's all fresh fruit. And so it's always nice to see that, you know, people are looking for that healthier option. So we're definitely happy to be able to be that new go-to spot for everyone.
And this month you guys had your grand opening, and how are things? It seems like y'all business is doing well, right?
It's been really crazy. I mean, we're more than blessed and thankful for the amount of support we've received in the community so far. So between the locals that are happy to have a little piece of home here, and a lot of people that they have a piece of like their vacation, their honeymoon. There's something special tied to that memory of being on the islands, and so we're happy to be able to tap into that core memory and kind of give them a little piece of that.
I tell you what, it smells like fresh lemons when you walk in, and yes, very island vibes. And in the second half of the show, we're gonna show off some of your signature drinks, right?
So we'll have a couple of our lemonades, our cold brew, we'll do a smoothie, and so kind of just a little bit of options so you guys can come here to get on your way to, from work, school, everywhere you're going.
All right, and a few of the other favorites on the Healthy Bites menu.
Another really good one is our lilikoi butter toast. It's passion fruit butter, and so we top it with some strawberries and macadamia nuts, and so it's kind of like a little tangy and sweet that everyone loves.
Perfect. All right, well, I think we'll dig into these, and then we'll make some lemonade in the second half. Thank you, Desiree.
Thanks.
Those things. Those look really good.
So refreshing, and a full meal, really. But the lemonade's delicious as well, so we'll show you more of that in a little bit. Great new spot to check out with the family. For more information, you can head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan that QR code on your screen.
All right, next we're going to be showing you more summer items to chill you out.
Plus, SA Live continues with a local kid that's making big strides in the theater world. We chat with him about his journey and successes.
Best actor in the country.
All right, I hope you're ready for part 2 of my trip out to Wow Wow Lemonade Stand.
Yes, indeed. So we saw the acai bowls in just the last segment, and now lemonade. I love the colors out
I know,
there.
so tropical. I love it.
And I never thought of lemonade in all those different colors, and coffee drinks too.
Yes.
Take a look.
Yes, we're back out here at Wow Wow Lemonade, and Desiree Cuellar joins me now to talk about lemonade, right?
Yeah.
And a few other drinks.
Definitely.
So what do we have here?
So we have our freshly in-house squeezed lemonade. So this is our passion strawberry. It's our lemonade mixed with passion fruit and then topped with some strawberry. This right here is our butterfly mojito. It's lemonade with lime and mint, and then we top it off with a butterfly pea flower tea.
Beautiful.
And then we have our fan favorite lava flow. It's a coconut pineapple lemonade topped with strawberry. So if you think of pina coladas, like that is your go-to. It is a fan favorite between parents, kids, parties, everywhere.
It looks refreshing. And do you have other options as far as like sweeteners go?
Yeah, so we actually offer all of our flavors with our sugar substitute, which is monk fruit. So whether you have dietary restrictions, you're looking for something that's not as sweet, we can definitely always make anything in it with our monk fruit.
Yes, I love monk fruit. By the way. I've been using it lately, and you can't really tell the difference.
No, you
right?
can't tell a difference, and to be honest, I feel like a lot of people prefer our monk fruit over our regular lemonade, so that's always nice too.
Good to know. Now we are going to make a fun coffee drink, right?
Yes.
Tell me about this one, and then you can guide me.
For sure. So it's going to be our Blue Hawaii cold brew coffee, and so it's going to be our in-house Kona blend cold brew.
Kona blend. Tell me about Kona blend.
So our coffee beans, we actually import it from the Big Island, and so and so people love that it's just a very medium roast. It's something that's just like it's bold enough to like feel like a full coffee, but it's just enough to like not be too much.
Okay.
And then so a nice way that we like to add a little spin to it is that we're going to take 1 shot of our vanilla syrup, and then you're just going to
that's
vanilla syrup.
That's why she works here.
And drop that guy in, and then we're just going to slowly pour in our blue creamer.
Tell me about this blue creamer.
Yeah, so funny thing is, all it is coconut milk with our blue spirulina. And so blue spirulina is actually a superfood, and so it helps as an antioxidant. It helps to say that it reduces inflammation. There's a lot of healthy benefits to blue spirulina that we kind of just use it as pretty blue food coloring.
I mean, it works, right?
Yeah, it works.
That pop of color.
Definitely.
It is. And then we prop
We
it
just
on.
add it, and so all of these are made in our mason jars. And so one thing about our brand is that we're really big on sustainability. And so for $8 more, you can get one of our mason jars in a 16, 24, 32-ounce jar, and you get 10% off of your refills. So the good thing with all of these is that anything that's cold can go in them. As long as you hand wash them, you kind of treat them like a little baby, they'll last forever.
Beautiful. Now, do you have a favorite drink?
My favorite drink is actually a PLG. It's passion fruit, lemonade, and guava. It's a little bit more on the tardy side, but if you come in and you're just like, I want something sweet, we have something for you. If you want something tardier, we have something for you. So definitely ask questions. We want to point you in the right direction. A lot of people love our smoothies. Right now we have a seasonal, it's a coconut peanut butter smoothie, and so we'll have that up until September. And so that one's really big. A lot of people have been adding protein powder to it. We have a gym across the street, so they've been adding protein powder to it. So something
So you can do that too. You can add protein powder.
Yep.
Okay.
We have protein powder in-house, and then another thing too is obviously people love our lemonades frozen, so we can make any of our lemonades frozen too. So that's nice.
Oh my gosh, so many options. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one, but what are some seasonal things to look out for, like for fall, or do y'all change the menu pretty often?
We do, so yeah, so our seasonal menu right now runs until September. Come fall, we do like to do like pumpkin spice everything still, so whether it's pumpkin spice smoothie, we'll toss it into our cold brew coffee. We even like to do a volcano lemonade, so we take charcoal and add it to our lemonade to give it that pretty dark color.
Wow.
So there's different things that we like to do. So we definitely try to change things with the seasons. Obviously, we like to bring in food elements that go with the seasons.
But Hawaiian inspired and all the things, so many options. People can follow you on social media. Again, they have these delicious acai bowls and just a beautiful, I mean, Instagram worthy, right?
Yeah.
Totally. So they can come see you. Tell us again where you're located.
We're on Northwest Military and Heidner in Chavano Park. We're open daily at 7 a.m. If you don't want to go to your normal coffee spot, we can definitely be that new spot for you. And then we open Monday through Saturday until 7 p.m. and then 5 p.m. on Sundays.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Desiree. This is really good. I'm gonna take another drink. I feel that.
You went for the coffee drink? Surprise.
You know me, such a tough job, right? And the avocado toast, by the way, delicious. So they have the healthy options there.
But all of those drinks, I mean, just looking at them look so refreshing.
Yes, perfect for summer. So be sure to head out there, and they do seasonal changes, as she mentioned. So for more information, SALive.com. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab or that QR code right there on your screen.
All right, stick around because we're going to play a musical theater trivia game with that gentleman right there, the best high school actor, musical theater in the country. Yep, won the Jimmy Award.
And go solar this summer and save big on your energy bill. That's next.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, of course, we haven't seen hardly any rain this summer, and other than today, we've had plenty of sunshine, and if you don't have solar panels, you're missing out on all that free energy. Joining us right now is Dan Moran, Vice President of Sales with South Texas Solar Systems. Welcome, sir. Good to see you as always. Okay, heard a lot about benefits of solar. How do you know if your home is right for solar?
That's a good question. What you want to do is just really go outside and take a look at your home. You want to see where your house is facing. That's really important. So you want to have the south facing house direction, and then you also want to see how much exposure you have. But the best one, the main factor, is knowing where you're at in the region. Like if the cost of energy is high there, then solar will be beneficial for you. Those are the three main factors right there.
Okay, that's something. I mean, obviously, I can go outside and go, okay, my house is facing south. Not many trees, because too many trees, and you're not
you got too much shade. It's not going to do so well.
But then, as far as the region, you can all help out with that.
Oh, right. And you can always trim back the trees. But if we're in an area where the trees are very important to people, we understand if you're not ready to part with them right now.
Okay, so big investment. Question is, how long will they last, and what types of panels do folks need?
Well, these panels are made out of silicon and crystals. They're a semiconductor. They're basically, solar cells have been sandwiched together. So these solar cells can last decades. In fact, they can last up to 3 decades, 30 years. So these panels can give you a great longevity.
So lasting 30 years. What about warranty?
Well, warranty, and then we have a 25-year warranty. Well, every panel has a standard manufacturer warranty, which is 25 years. South Texas Solar Systems, what we do, we put our own stamp on that and put a 25-year panel guard protection plan, which covers the maintenance, covers the panel cleaning, which is very important because these panels can get dirty with dust, films, tree sap, whatever. Covers the roof, of course, the workmanship, but the main thing is keeping those panels clean.
Okay, I thought it was just like put them up there and forget it. So
Unfortunately, the weather can't do it. You really got to put a brush to it, and that's what South Texas Solar Systems does. We'll get out there. We have a crew that will get up there and really clean these, because if you do let them sit for so long without any cleaning, they can reduce production by 10 to 12% because there is a film that develops on there.
So if you don't clean your windows, they're going to get kind of yucky looking. Same thing with solar panels.
Same principle, yes.
All right, how much money can somebody save with solar panels?
That's a good question. I mean, if we build a system, and these are the important things you want to really emphasize, is that if you want a system to offset the full bill, then of course you're going to have 100% savings. So really determining on what system size you go with. But right now there's still the rebate with CPS. That's going to phase out soon. So there's savings there. But you also have a 26% tax credit. That tax credit is there for you to also save money. But you get with your tax professional, because it is based on your tax liability that you pay into your taxes to get that money back.
Okay, so once again, you get the taxes still, but the CPS rebate, that goes away. So you might as well act right now.
Yeah, you really have to act now. I mean, there's not much time left. I mean, they've spoken that it could end at the end of July. So if you can give us a call, we can get out there as soon as possible, submit your paperwork so we can secure that rebate for you.
They take care of all the red tape, all the paperwork, and then installation's a couple of days or something usually, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, don't forget, CPS Energy rebate is going away, so act now, get your solar system. Just call South Texas Solar Systems at 210-361-8431. For more information, visit the website, txsolarsystems.com. You can also follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Right. And I wanted to add one more thing. We do have a giveaway on our website. It's a 3-kilowatt system. Pay close attention, go to our website and register for that.
txsolarsystems.com. Dan, thanks very much. All right, it is a Thirsty Thursday during tropical nights. We check out drink deals from Costa Pacifica ahead of National Tequila Day. And coming up next, we're going to chat with local award-winning musical theater actor, and he's a high school student, best actor in the country.
Welcome back to SA Live. Our next guest is a Jimmy Award winner, and if you don't know what that is, it's a National High School Musical Theater Award.
And joining us, there you see him right there getting his award, the superstar himself, Nicholas Barone. Good to see you, sir.
It's good to see you guys.
All right, when they called your name and you won, what was that feeling like?
It was unreal. It was crazy. I feel like I'm still processing it now because it's only been like 3 weeks. But it was really amazing.
Best musical theater actor high school in the country.
Yes.
From San Antonio.
I know.
What did it take to get there?
Well, I've worked for a long time here in San Antonio doing different theaters. I've worked at the Public Theater, I've worked at the Woodlawn Theater, and just kind of all around the city. And then I was able to do the regional program here, the Las Casas Foundation's Jossie Awards, and I moved on to New York. And after a week of working in New York at the Juilliard space and at the Minskoff Theater on Broadway, we were able to kind of debut our little show, and it was amazing.
How many folks were you up against?
Well, I believe up against, like, in the whole country, it was about 140,000. And then,
wow.
Yes, which is an insane number. And then at the Jimmy Awards, kind of, you know, a couple award shows later, it was 92
Wow.
ridiculously talented teenagers from around the country.
No pressure, right?
Right, yeah, crazy.
Wow, amazing.
So you're going to be a senior in high school this year. Where do you go after that? The bright lights of Broadway once again?
I don't know, yeah, I'm hoping to be able to work around the country, hopefully back in New York, and hopefully go to school in New York too.
And you've been performing since you were 9, is that right?
Yes, first thing I ever did was Fiddler on the Roof at the Playhouse. It's now the Public, but yeah.
Do you have a favorite musical that you'd love to do it over and over again if you could?
Oh gosh, I loved doing The Secret Garden. I did that over at the Public a couple years ago, and that was really an amazing experience.
Okay, well, he was saying he probably knows, I don't know, a few thousand songs you could name and all that stuff, but let's test his knowledge on musical theater.
Yes.
We're going to play a little trivia game here.
Okay, I'm ready.
We have
I'm ready.
Our producer bringing in our table here with our buzzers ready. All
I'm going up against the master
As
himself.
an award-winning actor, we decided to test your musical theater knowledge against Mike, and yes, he knows a lot of useless things that may be more difficult than you think. All right, first question.
Our director's laughing, thank you.
Which of the following Broadway musicals features music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Charles Hart? Now, we have them on the screen there, The Phantom of the Opera. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Les Mis, but it's actually...
It's Phantom of the Opera.
Because you said it's still running, right?
Right,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Our second question. What musical features the song If I Were a Rich Man?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah,
it's my first show ever.
What is the longest running musical
Thank you.
in Broadway history?
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, no, you're great. I'm listening for them. Yes, and what was Disney's first Broadway musical?
Lion King.
I'm gonna say Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, good job. All right, now we have one more final chance here for a challenge, and you have to finish the rest of the lyrics. I'll do the first one, okay? We're gonna let you finish the lyrics, and then Mike's gonna do the next two. I'm not gonna sing, but we'll start off with, this is an easy one. Okay, the sun will come out tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
Okay.
There you go, yeah.
I remember when I was in high school.
You said you couldn't sing, Mike.
When Annie came out, every mall you'd go into, some little girl was singing that song. So, did you say rap or more?
One more, Mike.
One
go
more.
ahead.
Okay, go. And then let's see, which one are we doing now? So, okay, in Daylight and Sunset. How about do a quick little one from Music Man, just because that's where I first met Nikki.
Let's see.
7 years ago, Music Man. So, Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome, but Gary, Indiana. Yeah.
Best high school musical actor in the country, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Barone.
More information at SALive.com. You can click the See You on SA Live tab or scan the QR code. Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, just ahead on SA Live, we enjoy tropical nights on summer days. National Tequila Day is coming up. We tell you where to find some yummy deals. That's next. Authentic Mexican seafood and tropical drinks. It's always a good time at Costa Pacifica.
Yes, indeed. Oh, we've got food, we've got drinks, and we've got Denise Cabello, the spokesperson for Costa Pacifica, here to tell us about their tropical nights. Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me. I brought you plenty of things to keep you happy today, okay?
Yes, thank you for that, by the way.
We'll get to the food in a second, but first of all, we need a little something to wet the whistle. So what's going on? First of all, love the tequila bottle, so that we can talk about it.
I knew you'd like it, so we have to start with some drinks, right? You can get a delicious jalapeno margarita. So it's gonna have a little kick to it. You can see our big glass there. It's gonna keep you full. We rim it with salt. Mike's already going. He doesn't care. He's got a heavy hand with that tequila. He knows that goes in there.
That's why I've never hired as a bartender.
You'd run out of liquor real quick there. But you're gonna go in with the tequila, the lime juice. He put it in some triple sec there. Shake it up, Mike. Get those arms going. Work out, work out. show off.
Work
and
for
then
my
we're
cocktail.
exactly. We're gonna pour that in these huge margarita glasses that we have that are gonna keep you happy all night long. And then my favorite part about the jalapeno margarita, of course, is we're gonna throw on top some jalapenos. It's gonna keep it spicy, give it a a little kick. Yeah.
Would you say this is one of the favorites from customers?
Oh yeah,
kick, right?
absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You need more jalapenos.
I'm excited that he likes the kick as well. Right. Okay, so let's make a martini too. Okay. We can do a martini Mexican style. This is going to be our spicy Mexican martini. Jen already knows. She's rimming the rim with tajin. So we can do tajin or salt for you at Costa Pacifica. We can even do half and half if you want a little bit of both.
Oh,
yeah. Have you tried a tajin rim?
God, no, I haven't. But 2 drinks in one with the salt and the tajin.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get going with our martini, Jen. We're gonna need, of course, some tequila, a little bit. Of course, some tequila. We'll do some lime juice in there as well. And we're gonna do the triple sec in there as well.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. And then some simple syrup. This stuff is made house-made. Our triple sec simple syrup is house-made at Costa Pacifica.
So a little to kind of take the edge off the martini.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay.
And we're gonna do an olive brine in our martinis as well. There she goes. Watch her show off. Get it, Jen. Get it. Shaking it up, working out those arms. Okay. It's a workout as well for you guys this morning
nice
too.
Yes, thank you, Denise.
All right, so then we're gonna drop that one in our little martini glass there as well. And then we top our martinis off with jalapenos as well.
Oh, here you go.
So if you like that spice, it's right there in your drink.
Okay, so nice, light, and refreshing to help beat the heat out here. And so is some of these dishes that you have here. What is this one?
I'll tell you all about it. It's a tuna tower. So that one's called our torre lida. And it's tuna on top, super fresh, super delicious.
Even you could sit out on the patio when it's 100 degrees, not in the shade there, and have a nice cool cocktail and this nice refreshing drink there.
And our patio is covered, so you're safe regardless of the weather.
Okay. And
our octopus ceviche. This is for a limited time, so you have to come out to Costa Pacifica, get your hands on it, get it in your tummy. It is delicious, also super fresh, light, refreshing for the summer. Pair that with a drink, I think you're set, right?
Wow, and you have karaoke on Thursdays, live music.
Yes.
It's a fun time, right?
Tropical Thursday night. So we've got late hours now, Thursday through Saturday, so you can stay all night. And then we also have karaoke, like Jen said. We've got live music on the weekends. Our happy hours, almost every day of the week, are on point. You can even, you saw that's a tequila flight. You can taste as many tequilas as you want. Just have your Uber or Lyft ready.
Yes, indeed. And where are you located?
We're located off of 1604. You'll see that huge Costa Pacifica sign with the blue and orange colors. It's really beautiful out there.
All right, and deals for National Tequila Day this weekend, right?
Oh, yes. We want you to visit us on National Tequila Dates on Sunday. We've got $10 margaritas for you, and these are the big margaritas. We're not giving you little glasses, big margaritas, and $5 shots. So $5 tequila shots. Come and have some fun with us.
Again, a great time. It sounds like fun, right? All right, for more information on Costa Pacifica, just head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or you can scan that QR code right on your screen. Denise, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Salud.
Hey, it's hot and it's going to be hot this weekend. We chat with Baptist Health System about how to keep you and your kids hydrated during this intense summer heat.
Well, South Texas is setting records for heat this summer, and knowing how to stay safe in the heat is more important than ever for families here in San Antonio. Joining us now with some important tips is Dr. Thomas Goen, Emergency Room Medical Director with North Central Baptist Hospital. Hey there.
Hi, good afternoon.
All right, so let's talk about water. How much water should kids drink compared to what they may usually drink?
Well, there's kind of a variability depending on what they're going to do, whether they're going to go outside or not. If they're 1 to 3 years of age, they should have about 4 cups of water in a day baseline. And if they're 9 to 12, they can have up to 8 cups as a baseline. The important thing is if they're going outside is regular rehydration every 30 minutes while they're doing outdoor activities. So the baseline is relatively important, but it depends what they're doing outside. They may even require more.
What should, parents do if they suspect their child may be dehydrated or overheated?
Younger children don't have a thirst response like an older child does. They can't really differentiate they're thirsty or they can't communicate it. So the best thing to do is try to rehydrate before even going outside. But if you think that your child is getting dehydrated or overheated, the best thing is to get into the shade, lay them down, give them something cool to drink. You may even put some mild cool packs around the neck, the groin, or the axillary area. Keep an eye on their temperature too. We've had a number of children come in this week with heat exhaustion. Fortunately, no one with heat stroke, and it's important to stay hydrated while doing physical activities. And you can even get overheated and dehydrated at a swimming pool. So parents need to keep that in mind and be sure to rehydrate frequently every 20 to 30 minutes.
So when it comes to playing in the water, what should parents look out for?
Well, the number one thing that we see during the summertime is submersion injuries. Children that fell in the pool, or there's a community party and nobody's watching the children and paying attention. It's important that parents be sure that they have appropriate fitting flotation devices. And also remember that that's not a guarantee that you won't have a poor outcome. There must be adult supervision, close monitoring, and don't take your eyes off of them, and be sure that you don't have so many kids that you can't keep track of them. That's an important water safety. The second thing is to be sure that you're well hydrated before you even go outside. The heat index is actually a measurement of how hot it is in the shade. When it gets above 103, that's actually a really dangerous heat index, and you can get overheated even in the shade, and it might be by a swimming pool, but you can still get overheated.
What SPF? What about sunscreen? What SPF should be used? I mean, I know it can go to 50, it can go to 100, but really, what should be applied to your children, and how often should it be applied?
When it's an SPF of 30, that means 3% of those ultraviolet B rays are touching the surface of your skin. When it gets to 50, it means it's 2%. Now, one important thing is when applying the sunscreen is to do it at least 15 minutes to develop that barrier before you even go outside. Secondly is to reapply it every 2 hours, and the American Academy recommends no sunscreen in children under 6 months of age because their skin's not very well developed and mature. The best thing to protect those little babies up to 6 months of age is actually good clothing that's ultraviolet protective, a hat, a wide brim hat. Same thing for children.
Dr. Thomas Gowan, thank you so much for your time. To learn about pediatric services through North Central Baptist Children's Hospital, visit the website baptisthealthsystem.com/kidser.
Tomorrow on SA Live, it's a new noodle shop in Selma with rice plates, noodles, mini hot pots, and so much more. Boy, we are going to chow down and give the menu a good old taste test.
Plus, we continue to celebrate National Tequila Day this Sunday. We check out drinks and deals and what you can find and how you can celebrate on a Sunday fun day. That's tomorrow, 1 o'clock, right here on SA Live. Earlier, we asked you, what is your favorite go-to junk food?
What is that candy bar? That's good. Snickers.
I love the photo there.
Frozen Snickers is really good. Janice says chips and salsa.
Okay. Chips and salsa, that's considered junk food, I think.
See, I don't consider pizza junk food, but...
Yes, we were debating this earlier, Paula.
I just ate cold pizza this morning, so cheesecake. Ooh, that looks really good. A little bit of raspberry sauce on it. Yeah.
Snickers, yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long
Favorite
time
candy
since
bar?
I've had
Snickers?
Almond Joy for me. Cheetos. But
Crunchy or the puffed kind?
Hot Cheetos, of course, mine.
Or the crunchy, I mean, yeah.
Crunchy hot Cheetos, what about you?
Yeah.